Well, we're heading out of Argyle Training Center. This is the home base of Milton Equine Clinic. We have a couple of horses that are likely to be operated on. One first was Wouldn't It Be Nice? I just had a wonderful conversation with the surgeon about Wouldn't It Be Nice. Said that it was a good thing that we operated immediately on the entrapment. It was big, so it means it would have been pesky for quite a while. It's fixed now, minimal downtime, all systems go for our girl, Wouldn't It Be Nice? So that's good. I didn't bring you a video yesterday. I was running around. I left Northfield Park, took Stonebridge Dolce, Simba, and Isa 10 home. Had a lot of questions surrounding, yes, Stonebridge Simba. What did their blood work? Their blood work wasn't that bad. So it looks to me like they probably do need 3-4 weeks off. You know, every time we rest a horse, we'll have somebody say, well, you know, could we have rested them a little bit early? Well, here's the thing you have to understand is that all these horses are not different. You can't look at a calendar for a horse and say, okay, time to rest that horse. You can. That makes it very easy, but it's not always necessary. If we did that, White Tiger wouldn't be racing right now, right? Keep in mind, he's been racing for a year, this horse, and he's never been sharper than he is right now. When things start to click, horses come to life. You know, you get a horse that maybe was a little bit down and out and then got beat up. And Northfield's a tough place. It's a boneyard over there. That's a tough place to race horses. So, very happy that we got Yes back. As I said to everybody the other day, probably the most pleased I've ever been with his gait was the other night. Watching him trot, we let his hobbles out. He just looked good. He looked good, but a little weak. Maybe even a little bit underweight too. But again, racing week in and week out against the best horses will do that. So we'll kick Yes out for 3-4 weeks. They don't need to go out for 2 months. 3-4 weeks off, a little rest and relaxation, put a little weight back on him, freshen him up, bring him back in. Same goes for Stonebridge Simba. Yes, there were some points in his blood that were a little, as I said the other day, anomalous. But at the same time, that doesn't necessarily mean that we can that we can just keep racing him and pretend he'll be fine. It's not. So both those horses will go out for 3-4 weeks. The good news is we have Brave World to come back in. The other horse has to come back in too. High Gear No Fear has to come back in, and Peanut has to come back in also.
Peanut.
Yeah. So we'll swap some horses out. Stonebridge Simba's now in Canada, so he can go out. It's a beautiful farm too by the training center. I'd love to tell you exactly where it is. Carol is the lady's name that has the training center. Every horse we've turned out has come back in fat. That's all I ask. Bring them back fat. They've all come back fat. So thank you very much to Carol, and we will have Stonebridge Simba out there right away. I'll talk to Wayne Schaefer in moments. Just looked at the blood. I'll talk to Wayne Schaefer when this video is over and ask him if he can come grab Yes for 3-4 weeks. If he can't get out right away, maybe I can try to find a ride for Yes down to Winterwood if Mark has room. Either or, both gentlemen do a fantastic job turning out our horses. Another horse is going to be out probably 3-4 weeks. I don't want to leave him out too long. You know, if we need to rest them in the heat of the summer, would be the time to do that. Not right now, from where I stand. Anyway, now Yes is a little different. I think you're seeing Yes come forward in a big way also. So maybe the summer wouldn't be the end of the world for him. But for now, I think there's a lot of money that's going to be on the table February through April that we really should focus on with him also. So both those horses are going out. We have 3 coming back in. Now we trained Isa 10, first time today, and Stonebridge Dolce. I assume first time today, or one of the first. Trained them 1.5 miles. Amy and I trained together. Both fillies look very good. Stonebridge Dolce grew up tall, and Isa 10 filled out good. Now, I couldn't hear her. She was very quiet in behind me. Anytime Isa 10 is quiet, you're on the right track. And she was very quiet today training for Amy. So, very happy with her. As I said, the only real point of information today is right in behind us. Wouldn't It Be Nice? Got her throat operated on yesterday. That's out of the way. I know a lot of people are waiting with bated breath for Arch's Rainbow to go under the knife to fix her throat, but we did. The veterinarian, the surgeon, Natalie Cote, who did such an exquisite job on Tactical Mounds, unfortunate little trip and fall the other day, she asked us for 3 more weeks. So January the 12th, that filly will head up to the University of Guelph to get scoped again. If Natalie isn't happy with the scope or has decided that this is not going the way that she hoped, it's not best case scenario, which quite frankly I don't think it's going to be. Just one sec. What's wrong?
Daddy.
Honey, we're going there right now. If it isn't exactly how we hoped, then we will we'll operate on that throat. Now, the whole plan all along was to operate, right? And I like the fact that Natalie would rather not do an invasive. So it's like bringing your car to the mechanic and them saying, no, it's not the transmission. You know, we're just going to put some air in the tires. We'll keep an eye on that transmission for you. That's always a good thing. But the filly, I'm glad that she didn't want to do something so invasive, but I believe we're going to have to. And either way, plan A or plan B, both will result, I believe. The results have to be that this filly can reach her full potential, because I think she is a really, really nice filly. Really impressed with what I've seen from her. And as far as this air intake, we can fix this. Not going to be a problem at all. But it does push her timeline back. Every day she's off is another day or two she can't be racing. So timeline is there, but I'm glad we're getting in to see the surgeon on January the 12th. So, a beautiful day here in Ontario. Training day tomorrow. If you're in the area, you want to stop by, up to the fence, feel free to do so. It's going to be a really nice day. A little chilly tomorrow at the start again, but a really, really nice day nonetheless. So, as I said, a beautiful day here in Ontario, Canada. It's going to be beautiful again tomorrow. I think I am actually going to go over to Ohio again this weekend for a number of reasons. But everything is starting to look really, really good. So, take care. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I know I did. Keep your eye on Tour de Lindy this weekend. Take care.